Hello. It's been kind of a long day, but not that bad. I still feel enough energy to make it a bit longer. Um, Without any trouble. I ended up having something happen today where I learned that I had lice and then I had to get it treated. And that was too bad, but I think that I contracted it from a little girl who had sat in my lap, and I think she leaned back and I got it right then when about a couple weeks ago. That's the only time I can remember being in contact with a scalp. But for a while I haven't really touched many scalps. I don't think in the past couple weeks, but I treated it, so I should be free of lice now. Or in a couple of days, they should all die. But anyway, so that's what I've already done today. But that having happened made me realize that I really want to make a change. In that, I start setting more limits and being less people pleasing in a way. Um, because that little girl was really demanding more than she should have. Because I hardly knew her and I should have set more limits. I don't even know if I should have let her sit in my lap. Even if she didn't have lice. I didn't have a clue she had lice, but she just was doing a lot of things that were like problematic, and I need to set her better boundary the next time I see her. And it just made me think I really need to improve my boundaries with people. Because, for instance, I have a friend who is a good friend, and we've been old friends for a long time, but she has had to ask me for some rides. And that's something that a few people have done for me, actually. And every time that anybody asks me for a ride, it means that I have to really do a lot for somebody. And they don't always seem to thank me in a way that makes me feel validated. Like when I give people rides, I have to put out a certain amount of energy just to go to the place and pick them up and bring them to wherever they're going and then drop them back off. Like it takes a certain amount of energy from me that I should say no a whole lot more than I ever have. And so, just sitting here looking at the text message to kind of like jog my memory because I was texting with my friend about this subject, and I wanted to improve myself. So I said to my friend, my next YouTube video is going to be about me trying to be more assertive, less of a people pleaser or a pushover. So maybe everything that happens I can learn from and improve myself when it happens. And everything in life is about learning. That's one of the main points of life. So if I'm learning lessons through my life, then that's good. And I'm making growth. And I need to be more assertive about things. I need to say, I want this, I don't want that. I want to do this. And somebody says, will you buy me a thing of fudge? Well, I might have the money to buy them fudge, but I need to say, no, I can't buy you fudge. I don't want to buy you fudge. I need to be able to assert that I don't want to buy somebody fudge because I'm really not getting a lot out of buying somebody fudge. It's funny. I mean, I could, of my own assertion, really decide I want to buy somebody fudge and do it. But that's way different than what's been happening because I've been people pleasing. So I'm just reading back my text of what I was talking about with my friend because to kind of jog my memory about what I was going to say. She says, maybe it's a shift, so you are being nice because you're being nice to yourself. I guess, like, what she's saying is, like, in making the decision to say no to somebody, I'm saying yes to me in a way. So I wondered, what do people who are watching this have trouble saying yes too much? Anybody who watches this? Because I think it's a very common thing among people. I say that 1 in 3 people are people pleasers. That's just a guess, though. Actually, it's a random guess, but I think a lot of them are. Trying to decide if this video will be longer, if I'm just going to cut it right here. I had written an essay, what do I really want? And it kind of is on subject. What do I really want? Ask yourself as I ask myself. Together, let's explore what it really means. I have been reaching into the subject preliminarily. I returned to the question somewhat randomly, stumbling into old exploratory writing. I know it is most important to dig into this question. The more we think upon what we really want, the readier we come to figuring out how to start making actual change, rolling up our sleeves, and getting our hands dirty. We aren't there yet. Life is about growth and learning. So it's very unlikely you are done getting what you want out of life. All you want out of life. So I started by remembering my main 2 aims this year are for prosperity and health. Health seems to me a more core need, but I have been focusing a lot on prosperity because of the fact I have recently had a major change in my household finances. I lost government funding from disability because they seem to think my health is better. Whether or not it is true, it has meant I have been focusing on my life's economic questions a lot this year. How am I going to make money? How am I going to survive? And in the positive light, how can I someday dream to prosper? I guess the truth is more I think about it. I might have been over focusing on prosperity at the expense of health recently. I regained some weight recently. I haven't been walking the way I would like to. When I really am doing well in my health, I might walk as many as 4 times a week, and I lately have barely walked a continuous mile without stopping for way too long, like almost a month. There have been times when I walked way more than I do now, and I feel it is my breathing heavily when I walk much at all. I feel so out of shape. I really hope to set a new goal to start walking tomorrow, which is today, because I wrote this yesterday before I knew I had lice, with a local walking program I am part of. I have been putting so much effort into selling my art at farmers market, but I am also realizing that I may have made a bad choice at market for my artwork. Of a market for my artwork. I think I'm going to stop selling at farmers market ASAP, or just do it completely differently than I have so far. I've only made $5 in 2 weeks combined. I have been okay with not earning a lot. At first, I said it is more about long term relationships than immediate sales, so maybe I won't stop selling. But I need to transfer the focus I have had from market to health. Health has to be my priority. When I flourish in my health, economic stability and prosperity may follow. Health has to be a priority once I am realizing. Focus isn't always on broad terms, though. Like prosperity and health are examples of broad terms. Sometimes what I want plays out in minor details of my day. What do I want? To stop hiccuping? To stop hiccuping becomes priority one when I'm hiccuping. There are like dull itches that wreak their havoc on my plans and make change forget it wanted to come. My thoughts can grow as lice upon the scalp. When they bite, all they want is to get to the bottom of their discomfort, which can be a divergence from pursuit of what I really want. My destiny becomes sidetracked. It's not about health anymore or prosperity. I'm researching into treatment for each metaphorical louse, applying special shampoos, combing them out, spending hours itching and changing pillowcases. All to wonder, are they really gone when no, the thought can be so persistent. Its source is to the itching seems to be always replenishable no matter what I do to eradicate them. Maybe if you have depression, you understand why I put that in. But other distractions from what really matters can just be as real and impeding. In fact, some people probably have tangible people impede their wants. People who will not go away. People we feed and clothe and love. Today, when I write this, it's Mother's Day, and I think about my parents, people who had dreams that may have gotten swayed a bit from with the birth of children. I do not myself have offspring, but I have talked to some parents who told me they don't quite know what they were getting into having their own children, and I imagine that might be one reason I never had kids myself. Family members of all kinds can be distractions for us from what we really want. We have to try keeping we have to keep trying to imagine somehow we can accomplish our dreams. Careers can eat a person's time to the point they rarely never think about what they really want to. I have been lucky to try not have to worry about a career for many years, and that is pretty much what I have been thinking about with the prosperity line of thought. This is night one. This essay will be longer the next morning. Hiccups come in all sizes. Focus gets redirected quickly in making plans to do what I want. Other things add along with my plan. Life is not simple. Distractions come in all sizes. Deciding what to wear today, struggling to put it on, deciding what to eat, when to do the laundry which I have neglected. Divergence can come disguised as chores needing done, or new directions that seem to branch out at the exact same time the plan was set. I'm not going to change the way I really want if I can keep my mind on it. but can I keep my eye on that prize? So that is the story for the day. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and feel free to subscribe. I'd love a new subscriber. As I said on my Facebook post, now I forget exactly how I said it. Something like ascribers. I'm just using a funny word for subscriber. Thank you for watching.